Hi everyone. This was back in the year 2000. I was about 4 years old, and we were living in a small town called Naivasha I think it's Nakuru County right now. And my dad had just found a job in Nandaro, and so we were supposed to move there. Then there was this family, a man and a woman. They didn't have any children. The man's name was Abram, and the woman's name was Fatuma. So these two are the friends of our family. They knew me, they knew our family. We used to hang out together as families, like family together, just as friends of the family. And when he heard that we were leaving, they had a gift for me. And this gift was a parting gift, and it was a small chick, like it was chicken, like a small chick that was it was about more recent. It was not fully grown, and that was my gift. I liked that couple a lot. Things were very nice to me, and yeah, I was really looking forward to keeping this chick as a pet, and I did. And my parents took the chicken, they fed it, and basically took care of it. Since I was only 4 years old, I was not able to do any of that, but I enjoyed looking at it just every day. We moved with the chicken to the new place, and yeah, we kept it. And I remember I would uh, look for it every time I came back from school. I would go there and check whether it was doing okay, and just hang out with it for a little while, and then yeah, that was it at that time. So I really liked it, and it was a reminder of the friendship we had left at that time. So whenever I saw the chicken, it reminded me of this family, which was very nice to me. Are people who I liked very much as a kid because of how they treated me. So it was a reminder of them. And so at that time, we didn't have mobile phones at that time, so we didn't have any contact with the people. Up to now, I still don't know where they are. I don't know whether they're still alive or not. But that was the last time I saw them. We didn't have any contacts. There was no social media at that time. So basically, this was supposed to be the last time we were ever going to meet them because we were moving to a new place and we were not coming back. It was not a temporary move or anything like that. So yeah, so it happened. Like I've mentioned in the title, the chick continued growing bigger and bigger, and they continued feeding it more and more. They're just keeping it in the house. We were in a one-room house, and he used to stay with us. We'd give it ugali or maize or just the leftovers of food we had, and the chick was growing bigger and bigger. So then this just came one day. One day I just went to school as usual and came back in the evening. Then my dad tells me we are having meat today. If anyone has grown up in Kenya, we know meat is a luxury, especially from the poor families. It's not something you eat often. It's something to look forward to. So I was surprised. What happened that my dad decided to buy meat for us to eat today? I didn't know what the occasion was. There must have been occasion because he rarely bought meat. He bought meat a few months a year, like I don't know how many times, but 3, 4 times a year. I remember that's as many times that we used to eat meat. So I wasn't excited. I'm not a very big fan of meat, but I was excited for them because they like meat. So I went in and they had cooked, and it was chicken. And I didn't notice my chicken was missing at that time. But yeah, they introduced me and they're like, supper is ready. Then I look at where the chicken was, and I'm like, why is my chicken? And then my dad pulls me aside, like, I have something to tell you. You see, this chicken that we're just about to have for dinner. This is your chicken, and yeah, that was it. That's how it dropped the bomb on me at that time. I was like, what, what, what did you do? You cooked my chicken. Like I just couldn't believe. And then you have the audacity to tell me that we have chicken for food tonight. Am I supposed to be happy or excited about that? The way he was expressing is like I was supposed to be grateful that we were having meat on that day. But you're having my chicken, my this is supposed to be my pet, it's not food. If you want meat, go to the butchery. If you need chicken, go to the farmer's market, you're going to get chicken there. Why do you have to slaughter the only one thing, the only friend I have? it was a new place, so I hadn't made a lot of friends at that time. So this was like the my best friend. You know, when you have a pet, it's like your best friend. So that's how I felt about my chicken at that time. And so I was very sad. I was very sad. Then my mom was apologetic, I guess. I don't know. She didn't seem very excited about it or excited to tell me that my chicken is gone. But nonetheless, she cooked it. She was the one who was cooking. And supper comes. I didn't cry. I was just disappointed. There was deep sadness within me as a child, as I can remember. I'd never been that sad before as a child. The saddest I'd ever been was a few months before in Naivasha when someone dropped a stone on my head and I was bleeding all through and crying and all that. There's a time I also sat on a frying pan with cooking oil. Those were sad moments. And yeah, they were not as sad as losing my chicken. I couldn't believe that the only link I had to these friends of mine was gone. The only memory I ever had of them was gone. It was food that was going to go into people's stomachs to feed them for one evening, just one evening. It was enough. One evening of meat in a family was enough to sacrifice this bond that I had with these people. The memory. But although looking back in hindsight, I think them eating the chicken really um, made me remember the people. Every time I remember the chicken, I remember them. Although I thought I would have it for longer, I didn't even know that the chicken would die later on. Now, obviously, the chicken would not have lived long. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, it would be dead even if they didn't eat it. But I was really hungry at that time, and yeah, if anyone has ever eaten your pet, then you know just how, or even taken, or if you have ever lost your pet or anything like that, you know just how saddening that moment is. So yeah, that was it. I never forgive them. I have never forgiven them to this date. It's 26 years ago, and I still remember that night. So my mom, it comes to supper time, and my mom just hands me ugali and chicken. Everyone was being served. Who serves me? I'm like, I'm not eating. I'm not going to partake in eating my pet. Like that doesn't make sense. That make it make sense that you want me to eat my pet. Don't I have any feelings? Like don't I have any humanity in me? Like I would want to eat my pet. But they seem to expect me to eat it. Like they're like it's dead, so you might as well eat it. So I'm like, it's not gonna come back. That's their logic. You might as well enjoy the meat before the next few months of no meat. But I didn't. I refused to eat. And I refused to eat chicken from that day henceforth. I remember I visited my grandmother, it was my step grandma, uh, the following year, and she was very excited with my grandfather at that time. They were very excited to invite her to welcome us home as we had visited them. And they had cooked chicken, and I refused. I completely refused to eat chicken at that time. I remember there was only ugali and chicken. They didn't come with any vegetables or anything. So and I couldn't eat the ugali raw. So I settled for the soup. I only ate the ugali, the soup, but I refused to partake in eating of chicken. And for a very long time in my life, I was vegan or vegetarian mostly. I drink milk and eggs and all that. So yeah, I was traumatized at that time. I refused to eat meat. I didn't enjoy meat. I once went to a slaughterhouse and saw a cow being slaughtered, and I thought it was inhuman just how they killed the cow. They hung the cow upside down with two legs up and two legs down, and then they stabbed the cow on the neck several times until it starts bleeding. I think there's an artery somewhere on the neck, which when you hit, the cow bleeds and then it's dead, and then it starts skinning the cow. So such cruel behavior to animals is something I didn't take lightly. And yeah, for a long time I didn't eat meat. Nowadays it has softened. My anger has subsided. I have never had another pet. I We have never had a dog or a cat. My grandma has a cat, but I'm afraid of cats. Or at least I was. Right now, I'm getting more and more used to where I am. There's a cat who comes around when he wants food. Uh, at the other times, I don't see the cat. So I don't know. People say the animals love them, but I don't see the love really. It's one there's food, but I felt like my chicken really loved me and everything. And yeah, I wanted to keep it, and it was I have never gotten over it. I have never gotten over it. Maybe in the future I'll get another one. another one and keep it, but it can't replace the meaning behind it. It was not just a chicken I bought from the market. It was a gift, a special gift from someone or a family that I loved very much and that I didn't want to leave like behind, but I had to leave behind. So the symbolism of it is more important. It's the thought of it that makes it, the thought, the bond, the severing of that bond between me and that family. I saw it as the ultimate form of betrayal from my parents. And I even ask myself, these people are friends to my parents too. So why would they eat the only gift that reminds even them of the family? Because although the chicken was given to me, there's nothing else they got from that family that reminded them of that family apart from that chicken. That chicken was the bond between us and like us as a family and that family as a whole. With I don't know where the family is. Maybe the family. Now looking back at it, I know as a child, I was about 4 years old, so my thinking was I wasn't exposed to the world as much. I didn't know much about reality, about death and all that. If I knew the chicken was gonna die, no, I still wouldn't have eaten my chicken. I would rather let it live until it dies peacefully, and I throw it away or bury it like a dignified pet, not having it for supper. Like that doesn't just it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, I had not eaten chicken for a long time. Nowadays I eat the chicken, but it still feels wrong sometimes. Sometimes I get the chicken, I look at it, and I I give some of it to the cat because uh, I just I don't find the joy in it. I don't find the taste in it. It's not exciting. The kale and the spinach is more exciting to me than the chicken. Maybe the beef is okay, but I mean, it's still an animal and someone slaughtered it. The cow could have been someone's pet, who knows? I hear stories about Indians not eating cows and all that. So maybe that's important to them. The chicken was important to me. So as an African man who doesn't like eating chicken, it's a rare thing. But yeah, it's because of my trauma. It's traumatizing. And it's not a funny story. It's really a stressful one. And I guess like the memories from childhood were very vivid. I was this kind of child who would remember things for a long time. Like if I was angry at someone, I remember it for long. I think I got it from my mom. Mom is also someone who gets angry very quickly and very seriously. Like as much as not talking to someone for like 10, 20 years, she has done that. She remembers every wrongdoing you have done to her. So I still remember that. And I remember I talked to him, even as an adult, as a 25-year-old. I got angry at my dad one day and I'm like, you ate my chicken. I can never forgive you for that. You cooked it and expected me to eat it. That's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. That was, yeah, so that's the story of my pet and how it was brutally murdered and eaten for supper for one measly meal which you can go without. We didn't even have to eat supper that night. Uh, yeah, it could have done something else. It could have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to take the situation. It was. It was a burden. It was a great burden. I still remember the chicken. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know. Maybe you'll feel pity for me. I don't know. It's. I don't know why I decided to share this story. It's just something that came to mind, and like, uh, I I I can't imagine just how much I've kept in my memory. Yeah, I have other things that stressed me, but I've never been that stressed in my life. And the trauma. I still think of like going completely vegan, but um, sometimes your body needs meat or it needs protein, and if meat is the only protein you're getting, it's hard to just quit and be like, I'm not eating meat anymore. But yeah, it's cruel. Like killing of animals is cruel. I do admit that, and I get what the message vegans are trying to spread in this world about uh, just having compassion for animals because they have lives. They may not be conscious or anything, but they have lives and they deserve to live and enjoy life. Let the lions eat the animals, because the lions will not eat grass. Yeah.